Maharaja is a Sanskrit title for a great ruler, great king, or high king. Rana or Maharana is an equivalent title. The female equivalent, Maharani, denotes either the wife of a Maharaja or Maharana, and also in states where that was customary, a woman ruling in her own right, the equivalent title was Maharani. The widow of a Maharaja is known as a Rajmata, Queen Mother. The form Maharaj indicates a separation of noble and religious offices, although the fact that in Hindi the suffix a is silent makes the two titles near homophones. Etymology. The word Maharaja originates in Sanskrit and is a compound Karmadharya term from Mahant, great, and Rajan, ruler, king. It has the Latin cognates magnum, great, and rex, king. Due to Sanskrit's major influence on the vocabulary of most languages in Greater India, the term Maharaja is common to many modern languages of India such as Kannada, Tamil, Hindi, Marathi, Rajasthani, Malvi, Telugu, Odia, Punjabi, Bengali and Gujarati. The Sanskrit title Maharaja was originally used only for rulers who ruled a considerably large region with minor tributary rulers under them. Since the medieval times, the title was used even by rulers of smaller states since they claimed to be the descendants of the ancient Maharajas. Indian subcontinent. Maharaja as a ruler's title. On the eve of independence in 1947, India contained more than 600 princely states, each with its own ruler, often styled Raja or Rana or Thakur or Nawab, with a host of less current titles as well. The British directly ruled two-thirds of India, the rest was under indirect rule by the above-mentioned princes under the considerable influence of British representatives, such as residents, at their courts. The word Maharaja may be understood simply to mean ruler or king, in spite of its literal translation as great king. This was because only a handful of the states were truly powerful and wealthy enough for their rulers to be considered great monarchs. The remaining were minor princely states, sometimes little more than towns or groups of villages. The word, however, can also mean emperor in contemporary Indian usage. The title of Maharaja was not as common before the gradual British colonization of India, upon and after which many Rajas and otherwise styled Hindu rulers were elevated to Maharajas. Regardless of the fact that scores of these new Maharajas ruled small states, sometimes for some reason unrelated to the eminence of the state. For example, support in World War I or World War II. Two Rajas who became Maharajas in the 20th century were the Maharaja of Kochi and the legendary Maharaja Jagatjeet Singh of Kapurthala. Variations of this title include the following, each combining Maha, great, with an alternative form of Raja, king, so all meaning great king. Maharana, Maharamal, Maharawit, Mahararo and Mahararol. Maharaja has taken on new speakings due to time change and migration. It has even been shortened to marriage and marriage, but the most common is Maharaja and Maharaj. Despite its literal meaning, unlike many other titles meaning great king, neither Maharaja nor Rajadaraja, nor even its equivalent amongst Maharajas, Maharajadaraja, ever reached the standing required for imperial rank, as each was soon the object of title inflation. Instead, the only Hindu title which is commonly rendered as emperor is Samrat or Samraj, a personal distinction achieved by a few rulers of ancient dynasties such as the Mauryas and Guptas. The Muslim equivalent of emperor would be Padshah, applied to the Mughal dynasty. Compound and dynastic ruler titles. Dharma Maharaja was the devout title of the rulers of the Ganga dynasty. In the Mughal Empire it was quite common to award to various princes a series of lofty titles as a matter of protocolary rank. Many of these elaborate explicitly on the title Maharaja, in the following descending order: Maharajadaraja Bahadur, Great Prince over Princes, a title of honor, one degree higher than Maharajadaraja. Maharajadaraja, Great Prince over Princes, a title of honor, 1 degree higher than Sawai Maharaja Bahadur. Sawai Maharaja Bahadur, a title of honor, 1 degree higher than Sawai Maharaja. Sawai Maharaja, a title of honor 1 degree higher than Maharaja Bahadur. Maharaja Bahadur, a title of honor 1 degree higher than Maharaja. Furthermore, there were various compound titles simply including other princely styles, such as Maharaja Chhatrapati in Satara, the paramount state of the Maratha Confederacy. The Maharaj Rana of Jalawar. Maharaja I Rajgan, Great Prince amongst princes. Maharaja Sena Sahib Suba of Nagpur, another Maratha state. Maharaj Babu, a Rajput princely title, used as ruling title of Hazariya state of South Chittagong. For details concerning various titles containing Sahib, see there. Certain Hindu dynasties even came to use a unique style, including a term which as such is not a princely rank, e.g., Maharaja Gaikwar of Baroda, Maharaja Scindia of Gwalior, Maharaja Holkar of Indore, 3 of the very highest-ranking ruling Maratha houses. Nobiliary and honorary use like Raja and various other titles. Maharaja was repeatedly awarded to notables without a princely state, such as Zamindars. 1 Raja of Lambagaran, a Jagur who served in the colonial army, was granted personally the non-hereditary title of Maharaja of Kangra Lambagaran and a personal 11 guns salute. So neither honor passed on to his son and heir. In the major Muslim realm of Hyderabad and Berar, there was a system of ennobling titles for the Nizam's courtiers, conferring a specific rank without any state of their own, not unlike peerage titles without an actual fief in the UK. The highest titles for Hindu nobles being Maharaja Bahadur and Maharaja, above Vant, Raja Rai and Bahadur, Raja Rai Bahadur, Raja Bahadur, Raja and Rai. For their Muslim counterparts there were alternative titles, the highest being Jar and Umara, e.g., the Devan Maharaja Sarkishan Purshid, held such a Maharaja title. Derived style for princes of the blood. Maharaj Kumar means son of a Maharaja or heir apparent. The female equivalent is Maharaj Kumari, daughter of a Maharaja. Nepal. The king of Nepal used the title of Maharaja Daraja, which was great kings over kings, a title of honor, a degree higher than Maharaja. Rana prime ministers of Nepal used the title of Maharaja. Malay Archipelago. Indonesia. As many Indonesian states started out when the archipelago was still predominantly Hindu or Buddhist, some have been ruled by a Maharaja, such as Srivijaya, Majapahit and Kutai Kartanagara. Traditional titles remain in use for the other members of this dynasty, such as Pandrin Ratu for the heir. The Englishman Captain James Brooke was declared as Raja Brooke by the Brunei Sultan. The word Raja derived from the word Maharaja. Raja Brooke, who was married to a Sarawak woman, pacified the Sarawak revolt against the Brunei Sultan, thus declared by the latter as Raja during the Raffles stint. Malaysia. In Peninsular Malaysia, Maharaja was the title of the monarch of the Peninsular Malay state of Johor from 1873 to 1885. The Arabic, Muslim title Sultan, often considered of higher rank, was re-adopted later and remains in current usage. The title Bendahara Seri Maharaja was used by the ruler of Pahang till on 6 August 1882 Tunku Ahmad al-Muazzam Shah ibn al-Muhamtun Ali adopted the title Sultan. In northern Borneo, the title Maharaja of Sabah and Raja of Gaya and Sandakan was used from 29 December 1877 to 26 August 1881 by Alfred Dent. In contemporary Malay usage, the title Maharaja refers to an emperor, e.g., Maharaja Jepun, Brunei and Seri Malayas of the Srivijaya. Under the Srivijaya satellite empire of the Majapahit Empire dominated over the whole Malayas far-reaching the present Philippine archipelago, Malaysia, Brunei, Indonesia under the Srivijaya Empire of the Majapahit King Maharaja Pamawasar. The latter's daughter Eskandar was married to an Arab who was a Srivijaya ruler and Seri who were a Srivijaya monarchy. In the 12th century with the fall of the empire, the Seri king being a Muslim established the Sultanate of Brunei in 1363 with the reigning title as Sultan Muhammad Shah. In 1426–1450, he also established the Sultanate of Sulu while his brother Makdum Karim, a Srivijaya Johor ruler established the Sultanate of Maguindanao Ranau or Mindanao. His progeny in 1704, Syed Nakoda Perkasar Anggung was given, by the Brunei Sultan, the title Maharaja of Brunei and the Sulu Sultanate. Thus, his successor Prince and Sultan to append the title Maharaja Adinda to the beginning of the name, Maharaja Adinda Taup the 1859 Maharaja of Jolo Sulu, and Prince heir apparent of Sultan Moh Fadl at the time. Philippines. In the Philippines, more specifically in Sulu, Maharaja was a title given to various subdivisional princes after the fall of the Srivijaya of the Majapahit Empire. Parts of the Philippines may have later been ruled by community leaders as Maharaja from once being under the Srivijaya and Majapahit empires. In the establishment of the Sultanate of Sulu from approximately 1425 to 1450, the title of Maharaja was even used by a Sulu Sultan, such as the 1520 to 1548 Sulu Sultan Maharaja Upo. In Sulu Sultanate protocol system called, the Sulu throne should rotate among the first heir apparents, while the second heir apparent, whom sent his youngest son, Raja Bongsuayat Pangeran Shabanda Maharaja for the continuance of Brunei's royal blood lineage in the Sulu Sultanate. Eventually with the coming forth of the 1825 Sultan Jamalul Kiram I succeeded his uncles Sultan Bitara Shah Tenggarat Panguilan Tindigwal Sultan Pangeran Budiman ul-Halim. To prove that Raja Bongsuayat Pangeran Shabanda Maharaja was indeed the son of Sultan Muhammad Hassan of Brunei. On his coming to Sulu, he brought along the royal symbol from Brunei called Pulau Janga at Sepong Janga, and since a very long time, these royal symbol was mandated to kept by the Sulu Sultanate second heir apparent as a proof and evidence that the Sulu Sultanate second heir apparent have rights over the Sulu Sultanate kingdom as well the Sulu Sultanate first heir apparent. It's meant that the Sulu Sultanate kingdom belongs to two heirs. If the Sulu Sultanate were lost by the first heir apparent, it still be claimed by the second heir apparent families, tacitly admired, dearly in possession of either royal symbol from Brunei, the Pulau Janggi or the spear. Compound titles. The word can also be part of titles used by Malay nobility. Maharaja Leela was the title of the ruler of the state of Nanning, until it was annexed by the UK to Malacca in 1832. Most famous was Bendahara Seri Maharaja Tun Mutahir of Malacca and Datuk Maharaja Leela Pandaklama of Perak. The palace marshal of the Yang Di Pertuanagong of modern Malaysia is called Datuk Maharaja Leela Penggulu Istana Negara. In the Sulu Sultanate in the Philippines, the Raja Muda is the heir to the throne. The Maharaja Adinda is the second heir apparent and the Maharaja Leela acts as chief of the palace. Eventually, Maharaja Adinda was also used to refer to a particular lineage within the royal families. Indonesia Aceh Maharaja was also part of the titles of the nobility in the Sumatran Sultanate of Aceh. In the past, the title of Maharaja is given to leader of the unreigning noble family and the Prime Minister Maharaja, Mankubhumi. The last Prime Minister of ACEH who was installed to be the Maharaja, Mankubhumi, Habib Abdurrahman El-Zahir, also acted as the Foreign Affairs Minister of ACEH but was deposed and exiled to Jeddah by the colonial Dutch East Indies authorities in October 1878.